Hey Pisces, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve, and we have a monster message to get for you. So we're going to look at an external monster and an internal monster. We will start with external for Pisces. Okay, so the first card is kind of an identifier to help you identify this monster, and it could be a person, it could be a situation, just something that's kind of messing with you, and you have the Star card, I think. Yeah, Star card. It's kind of giving me the feeling that there is something that is kind of out of your control here. Just feels like kind of just waiting for something to change. And I'm just like, there's a lot of stars. You know, it's not just like one star. There's a lot of stars in the sky. It's like making me think of like, like astrology and planets and stuff like that. Like you're waiting for something to be aligned for it to be your time to do something. I don't know. That's kind of... And it feels like there's some kind of plans underway. Man, yours feels so different than everyone else's. It's very different. I almost wonder if your external monster has something to do with time. I think it's time. So this card here is something about you. Wow. So you have the Ten of Cups here. It seems like you're kind of in control of some things and you're having some success and for the most part feeling pretty good. But you're wondering what's next. I just kind of feel like this Ten of Cups, it's like it already happened. And you're wondering when is the next Ten of Cups coming for me? When is this next period of satisfaction? So here, this is something that you don't see about the whatever this time situation is. Oh. So you've got the Tower here. And this Tower comes down by others. So like I'm seeing these three individuals as others. They are the destroyers of the Tower, right? And it's almost like bringing down something beautiful. I feel like this Tower was beautiful at some point. I almost wonder if that's where you're standing. Gosh, it's weird. Like there's something weird with time for you, Pisces. It's almost like weird, like future and past, and it's all like blending kind of weird. It's not because like I'm seeing you standing on this tower, and it's beautiful, and Ten of Cups, right? It's a good feeling, but somehow there's something outside of you that fully intends to break this tower completely down. And it may have something to do with the number 3. There's 3 individuals here, but it's like 3. Like, I don't know if there's, like, if it's astrology, maybe it's a trine of something. Like, that marks the time. But here, it's like, you're sitting here and you're waiting for the next one, almost like you already know that this is going to go away and something new is going to come in. This is so kind of trippy. Kind of trippy. So, this last card here, this is kind of like the goal or the purpose of the monster, you know, like this circumstance or whatever. Oh my gosh, it's all about your fate, your destiny. Look at this Wheel of Fortune. Kind of has like, you know, it's giving kind of like triple goddess vibes, like Hecate vibes, but also like just by the way, like some of the like the design of it here, I'm like getting Medusa. Also, so this is like dark femme energy, which is freaking gorgeous energy. Because dark femme energy is not afraid to destroy something in order for, you know, to build something better or more appropriate for you. It's like I don't know, I just get this feeling that there's some major big things that you have to look forward to. It just seems kind of weird right now. So let's get some advice. This is definitely the most out there, the most out there external monster, and it's like it's not even really a monster. It's weird. I mean, but I could see how it could mess with you because it could kind of mess with your head. Because I feel like, yeah, I feel like you're kind of tapping into it, and you know, it's like you know something's coming, or but you don't know what it is, but you can feel the effects of it before it even happens. So it's fairly strange. So what's the advice for Pisces? Is there no advice? I'll give it one more shuffle. Huh. The moon. Yeah, kind of unknown here. Kind of unknown, and it's interesting that your advice involves a planetary body. The moon. Yeah, I think you're supposed to just kind of go with the ebb and the flow here, Pisces. When it comes to just external things that feel like they're messing with you. Now let's go inside. Let's go internal. Internal monster for Pisces. Internal monster. And another name for your internal monster is just your shadow or your dark self. So identifier, how to identify it? Queen of Cups. I kind of like this because I see that like it's like you and your shadow, and you're at the same height, like you're the same level. It looks very balanced here. I want to say that this kind of comes across as like a voice in your ear or a voice in your head or something. But you're absolute, like, but you can tell the difference. Like, you know, it's not your normal you, I guess, if that makes sense. And so here, this is something about you, but your conscious self. Oh, you are ready to move on to the next thing. You're ready for the next cycle. Yeah, obviously, because look, this world card is coming out underneath this here, where you're having kind of like this knowing of this future thing, and you're ready for it. So here, this is something that you don't see or don't realize about your internal monster. Ooh, Temperance. Oh, your inner monster, your shadow has been has been waiting patiently for you. I almost wonder if you are hesitant to respond because I feel like you know it's there, you feel it, you sense it, you might even hear it or whatever, but you're not looking at it. You may not be having a conversation with it, and it's almost like it's like sitting here just like do do do, pouring the water, just waiting for you. I mean, it looks like an irritated Nicole Kidman in the picture. Like any time now, Pisces. So here, this card here is basically what, like, if you don't converse, if you don't acknowledge, the shadow, if you don't let your inner monster give you the power, that it has, so you can improve your life, right? Ten of Pentacles. So here what I see is like picking at remnants. I'm going by the image here. It's like there's all of these remnants. Like, yeah, it seems like a bounty, but but is that the kind of bounty that you want? It almost seems like a false bounty. Because it seems like you're on your way to something very successful here, but is it what you really want? That's the question. I really want to know what your inner monster is telling you over here. I think I'm just gonna pull. Because it's like you're not answering. Oh, no way. Look at this. You've got the star. That's like literally this card right here. You're consumed with this. It's like whatever this weird time thing is that's going on. It's like you're in, like, I don't know, this weird time, not a loop, but like going back and forth, like what I've done and what's happening and where I'm going, and like being so consumed with that and timing of things. It's like you're consumed with that. That's what you're thinking about. You're not even listening to what your shadow has to say. And it's funny because it's like your inner monster is not against you. It's there to help you get through the next cycle, to the next cycle, to bring you more Ten of Cups, more Ten of Pentacles, right? So let's see, what's the advice? Yeah, this definitely feels, this Ten of Pentacles, it just feels like the wrong, like not the right surplus of something. Like you're meant to be more than like a bottom feeder, or like, or sloppy seconds, or you know what I mean? You're meant to create your own wealth, your own legacy. It's like your shadow's just waiting for you to be ready to talk about it, And that's interesting. So we have the reversal card, and that kind of, for me, to me, that kind of ties into this weird time thing that's going on. But there's something that needs to be reversed. Okay, obviously your advice here is to listen, like to actually have a conversation with your inner monster or your dark side, your shadow, right? And that's how you can reverse this Ten of Pentacles from it being just like gross little pickings, right? Like a false bounty, like to flip it, reverse it into the correct bounty for yourself. That's weird. This is the weirdest one I did. Okay, Pisces. This is your monster message, and just take what resonates, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Pisces.